What's up, lads and ladettes? How are we all doing today? I hope you guys are doing fantastically well. So, I was trying to figure out what I wanted to record for today's video, and I figured, you know what, I haven't hunted the miner bots in a while. So I figured, we're jumping back into the whole YouTube thing. We've jumped back in, we're chilling and all that sort of stuff. We're working our way up. Slowly but surely, and I figured, another Entropia video for you lot. Wouldn't hurt. And I'm fairly certain a lot of you guys would agree that another Entropia video wouldn't hurt. Having more of the good shit is always a fun thing. Now I'm just going to crunch a couple of pills while we're wandering up to where the miner bots tend to be. And we're hopefully... they're up this way. I think they're just over this ridge. From memory, they're just over that ridge, and you got some tarditards. Cornundacodes. Those ones. Those things. Got a lot of those. Oh, yes, and there's the wreckage. So they should be just up here. Unless I completely have my spacing... my spatial awareness backwards when it comes to this game. Unless that is indeed what's going on. I just want to... just going to turn the volume up. Ooh. Because I just realized the volume was very low. Almost non-existent. So, how are we all doing today? We all doing relatively well? Where in the fuck... yeah, I'm just going to pause and unpause once I find them. Alright, here they are. they were right here, so that's always good. So we got a level 20. We should be able to take these guys down pretty damn easily. They're nice and slow. They don't do a whole hell of a lot by way of, speed, so that's always good. Always good. It's like hunting Traskrons. Traskrons are pretty slow as well. So you can take down some heavy hitters pretty easily. As long as the heavy hitters don't hit us all too much. That is. Now you might be wondering why I decided to hunt the miner bots. But if we have a look at the challenge stuff, right? If we have a look at the codex. The mining bots have a fairly hefty... reward for such a very, for a relatively easy thing to hunt. They've got relatively hefty rewards for the early sort of stuff. So, I'm hoping that things turn out, I'm able to kill these guys at a decent rate and increase my codex stuff a lot quicker. But, I'm also hoping that these guys drop some decent materials. Some very decent materials. I know there's a couple of things that are pretty easy to craft, but I do need the materials. And I could just mine for the stuff, but why do that when I can hunt these guys and hopefully maybe-ish get some stuff. Plus, I do have a little bit of a tiny investment in New Treasure Island, so... might as well see if I can boost things up just a little bit. See how the area goes. And because the previous payouts were pretty much Crystal Palace and New Treasure Island were the same, and Ancient Greece didn't pay out at all. So I don't think New Treasure Island's going to be going. I don't think it's going to be going anywhere. There's some Listerium and some robot safety system. Oh, interesting. Oh, level 22. We might be able to get away with a level 22. As long as we move back and get a couple of crits in. If we can get some crits in... what level is that one? It's a Gen 6, so that's level 19. If we can get some crits in, then that'll be good. Looks like this is, that robot is struggling to walk a little bit, so, happy days. Happy days. Come on. There we go. It's a little bit of a Didn't get anything for that one. Got nothing. See, for me, I really like hunting. I like mining, but mining for me is more of a... Ooh, shit. Do. Gotta heal myself up. Because that crit was bullshit. 119, something like that. Fucking hell. Watch, I'll switch over to the weapon, and then they'll crit me and, you know, kill me. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point. I've only got 1 HDNA on me, I think. I might not even have that. No, I've got 1 HDNA. 1 HDNA from the ammo pack that I got. 1 HDNA. But it's all good. Okay, there's a level 15. That one will be a little bit easier. I could target the lower level ones and potentially cycle more, like, more mobs, more low-level mobs, and potentially get a variety of stuff from them. But I don't know if the higher the level, like, obviously the more damage we do, like, the more higher level the mob, the more damage we have to do to take it down, the more the more it's costing, which means as long as we're good efficiency with it, once it goes down, we're going to get more back. And who knows? That one could be a mob that gives a lot back. Who knows? Who knows? Ah, some Blissarium. It's not bad. Could be better, but could be a damn sight worse as well. Could be a damn sight worse. So having a look at the ones that are here. Got a 17, some 20s. Got some 19s. Ah, there's a 15. But we'll go after this level 17. Shouldn't have any issues with this one. And I'm hoping, like, if we global, I don't know if we will global, but if we do global, I really do hope that it's, you know, not shrapnel. That, like, I don't mind globaling and getting shrapnel and all that sort of stuff, but the shrapnel isn't really going to be increasing the PED card at all. You know what I'm saying? Shrapnel and robot safety systems. Yeah, like, if we get a global and if it's shrapnel, the shrapnel's going to get used to do more hunting. And of course we're going to get more skills and all that sort of shit from hunting. But when we want to increase our PED card and get more things to invest, we want more assets in game, we really need to be getting things that aren't just shrapnel. Robot heat sinks, that was what, about 6 and a bit PED. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. What do the heat sinks go for? 112, not bad. 120, not bad, not bad. So at least the parts from these guys are of a decent markup. And that's the thing, like, when you're hunting stuff, you really want to be aiming at the mobs that give decent markup loot. Of course, like, the more common the loot, the more... Like, sorry, the more common the loot, the less the markup will be. But that's a good thing. If you're going after, like, big markup stuff, you want it to be rarer, right? Because if it's a little bit rarer and you're one of the only people looking for it, then you'll be able to sell it a lot easier. Of course, you're going to have people that are trying to sell lots and lots and lots of the low stuff, like, you know, muscle oil, eye oil, adrenal oil, you know, pancreas oil, and all that sort of shit. So, gonna have those selling in, like, a lot of people selling that stuff. And of course, that stuff is low, like, low percent markup shit anyway. So, it is... That's weird. That's very weird. Why isn't it? Are they, like, just clustered here and they can't move? Come on. It should be able to come at me now. unreachable. You fucking kidding me? Fine, let's try this one. And maybe with this 19 getting destroyed, this 20 will be able to come at me. Even that one's stopped. Come on. Come on. There we go, there we go. Luckily, like, if I wanted to get some distance between these guys, like, because they are relatively slow, I could probably turn around and, like, run for a little bit and then turn back around and start shooting them. Ooh, a level 24. Don't really want to fuck with that one. But this 20, I will fuck with. I will fuck with this one. What's that one? A level 17. Ugh. We're getting sort of... We're getting a little bit pincered here, so... We don't want to... We don't want to get trapped between too many of them. Because... The problem that I've got is my healing device is just not quick enough to deal with a big, massive amount of damage. That's why I do need to get a new healing device at some point in time, which isn't too hard to do. I can just buy one. But do I want to buy a new healing thing, or do I want to get more shares? See, these are the questions that I have to ask, ladies and gentlemen. These are the questions that I have to ask myself. Because if it's the latter, then I won't be able to... You know, I really wouldn't see any point in getting a new healing device when I have one. But, you know... It's you know... It's neither here nor there. It's not all too much of an issue. Now, how are we going? So, we got 50 left out of the 100. So, 30, 35... 37-ish. So around about 38. So far from the 50 we've spent, we've got about 38. Somewhere around there. So we're down about 10 P... Like, we're down a little over 10 PED in universal ammunition. You know, we start off at about 55 PED on these guys, so... We should be able... We actually should be able to figure out the decay ahead of time, just by, you know, going on... seeing how much it costs to shoot, and then see how many shots we get from the 100, and then we just calculate it. I should just start doing that. Like, just have set amounts of... It's like, okay, I'm going to be hunting with this weapon, I'm going to use this much PED, this is the amount of shots that I'm going to get out of it, and this is the decay that the weapon will have. I really should just write all this shit down so I can look and go, yep, that's around about the decay. I really should do that, shouldn't I? I mean, I know you can track that stuff with, like, external programs, but I'm not really a big fan of letting external programs get at my Entropia account. That's why I don't use a little big mining log. I know, you know, people are going to be like, oh, but it doesn't fuck with anything, blah, 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 blah. It just tracks everything. Yeah, it tracks stuff, but I don't know what's going on in the background. You know, I don't know what it's doing in the background. That's why I like to track all my shit myself, instead of letting an outside program track stuff for me. Because the more information I allow a program to get access to, the more sketchy it is, in my opinion. The more sketchy. Now, I know a lot of people use Little Big Mining Log, which is, you know, completely fine. People can use Little Big Mining Log if they like. I just don't want to. Anyway, we're gonna try our hand at this level 24. As long as we move back and as long as we do some decent damage, some crits maybe. Can I get a couple of critical hits? Not critical hits on me though, thanks. This is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt, isn't it? 48.6. Ooh, damn. This is why I gotta do more melee stuff. Increase my strength, increase my health. That way, even if I take the damage, I've still got plenty more health to utilize. Which I might actually start doing. I really should get my swordsmanship up a bit. So who knows, the next hunting video I might be using a sword. A Schwarty Sword. You never know. You never knew. Alright. So we are down a significant amount. We are down a significant amount, ladies and gents. But that's okay. It was kind of all about seeing what these guys drop regularly. So it looks like Blissarium. There's a few different ones. A few different bits and bobs. But it's not all too important. It's not all too important at the moment. I mean, getting a rough understanding is good, but this will take like thousands of PED, like cycling thousands of PED to get a handle on like the materials that I'll get like regularly from these guys. I mean, I should just mine, really. I should just do mining. I really should just do some mining. Yeah, maybe tomorrow or the next day I'll do a little bit of mining. But today, I wanted to do a hunt. And, yeah. And then I'll probably spend some time getting some free stuff. You know, some sweat, some fruit, some stone. Do a little bit of exploring. Do a bit of a walk around. Get some stuff. I could go to Entropia and get some oil, but, you know, it costs oil to get there. And then I'll have to be there for a day or two to recoup the oil that it took to get there, so I don't know. I also need to go back to Arcadia at some point because my my disciple, he's getting pretty damn close, Arcadian Knight, and I wouldn't mind taking him through the one of the Akkus dungeons. Is it called Akkus? I think so. I got a key. Where is it? Where is it? Fucking. Oh, azurite stone. Cool. Where? Oh, where? There it is. Yeah, I've got the Arcadian mini key 1. I don't have a gold key or anything like that. At least I think they're gold keys. Anyway, I got access to the first one, and I can't, like, from what I've heard, it's better to do it in a group because you have a better chance of getting items. I don't know if that's true or not, or if it's just something I've been told and people are just pulling my leg. But it's what I heard. I'm gonna die, aren't I? I'm gonna die. Oh, maybe not. Oh, don't jinx yourself, Scott. There we go. So we're getting some heat sinks and things like that. We'll keep these aside and we'll be able to sell them later on for a little bit of a markup, a little bit of a profit. You know, if we get, like with these ones, if we can get like 100 PED worth, we could sell it for like 120 PED. That would be good. That would be good. But for now I gotta just, you know, probably just put up with the fact that I'm gonna take a big old fat loss. Because I am down, let's see, I've got 60, maybe 70, 72, 73, so I'm down nearly 30 PED. Which, I don't have to, like, I don't have to remind you, being down 30 PED kind of sucks. You know, what we need is for one of these guys to global. And that's the thing, right? So, when it comes to... And here's a little tip for you guys that are just starting. When it comes to hunting, you want to not only hunt for markup, but you also want to try your best at increasing your odds of getting a global or a HOF. And the way you do that is obviously by being able to cycle through more mobs for the same amount of PED. Right? So, if you're able to cycle through 100 mobs for 100 PED, that's going to be far better than cycling 50 mobs for 100 PED, because then you have 50 more chance for the same amount of cost to potentially get a global or a HOF. And that's kind of where you want to be. You need to increase your odds by increasing the amount of mobs you're able to kill. Now that was a decent one. They gave us like 4 different things. So it gave us some Melchi, some Nixarium, some Blaz, and some oil. Okay. It's not too bad. Maybe the next one will give us a triple, or, you know, give us extra stuff. Who knows? Who knows? I should probably heal up just a little tiny bit. Little tiny bit. My thing is getting close to being all kind of screwed. But I've got 2 of them, so it's all good. I got 2. I do need a repair. I do need to repair mine, though. The one that I'm using. I do need to repair it. Let's see. 12 PED left. Yeah, we're not really going to come back all too strong, are we? Doesn't look like it, lads and ladettes. Looks like we're going to come out with a big fat loss. Going to come out with a big fat loss. But that does happen. That kind of is the way things tend to roll. You know, I gambled on these ones today. Like, hunting these guys today was a gamble, right? If I wanted to play smart, I'd hunt things that I know I can cycle through a lot for cheap that have a good potential to give high markup stuff. You know, things like the Exosaurs, things like what are those ones called? Snabble Snots. Yeah, things like the Snabble Snots. Occasionally the low-level drones, like from the oil fields, occasionally they work out pretty well. Occasionally, the Combibos dash Exosaurs at Fort Lahar. I'm fucked, aren't I? It's going to take me to Pound Town. I just feel it. But occasionally the guys around Fort Lahar are pretty damn good. Hey, I might not die. Oh, good. Come on, just hit him. Oh, okay, good. We could probably take down 1 more. Maybe 2, depending on the one that we're hitting. But we're probably just going to take down 1 more. And then we'll head back and see what we got. Like, you know, what we got back from our little endeavors here. I don't think we're going to be all too happy with the returns, but thems are the chances that we take when we take on things that aren't 100% certain. You know, things that don't have a certainty about them. I mean, nothing in Entropia has a certainty. Absolutely nothing. Okay, let's see. Nothing. Anyway, I'll meet you guys back at the TT. Alrighty, let's look at the totality of what we've got. So, we'll pop this shite in. 63. So we came out with 67%. So 62% really, if we count the decay of the weapon. Around about 62%, which is pretty damn harsh. That's not half, but, you know, it's pretty damn close. Oh, I'm going to be working on some crafting and stuff. But I'm going to be working on my weapons crafting, and one that I really like to craft these cleric daggers. So I just want to have a quick look at how much the angelic flakes are going for. What's the cheapest I can get it for? Yeah, I can get them for relatively cheap. Not super cheap though. But these are the sort of ones that I would like to mine for. I'll have to get pretty lucky to get them, I think. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. If you enjoyed, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, and I will catch you guys in the next one.